I think as a leader of a school, you have a responsibility to recognise that there are children who will be going through issues. It's not something that we can brush under the carpet and say it's not happening. And we do have a responsibility to meet those children's needs.
We go into primary schools and we're working with years 5 and 6. Basically, we're trying to get across the messages that they have the right to be safe. There are people out there to help them. ChildLine is one of those groups of people. And, just to feel confident that they can talk to somebody about their problems.
Good morning!
That's better. We're here from ChildLine today. My name is Mandy and this lovely lady is Ekene. And we're here today to talk to you about keeping safe.
It's quite surprising how much children realise and understand about some of the issues like bullying and abuse. Their big issue is knowing what to do if that affects their lives.
Very often, children won't know what's happening to them is abusive. So therefore, the way that we try and do that, again, in a very creative, age-appropriate way, is to start to highlight what abuse actually is. All the forms of abuse. We're not going to shy away from the difficult ones, so we are talking about neglect, physical abuse, emotional abuse and sexual abuse. But we do that in a way that starts to open up that dialogue.
The children gain so much from it. I think the word that kept coming up into my mind during the day was empowered. It was something that they could do for themselves in a very secure, confidential, safe environment.
This wasn't the time for the children to open up with all their problems, but it was the time for them to just think out of the box a bit.
This is going to be our sack of worries, and I want you to think of all the worries, all the things that children might phone ChildLine up about. And every time you tell me something, I'm going to put a brick in the bag. Okay, so what do you think children might phone up ChildLine about? Yeah? Bullying.
They knew how to work with children, they knew their stuff, they knew how far to go, they knew how to deal with difficult issues. And that came across very clearly, that they, although not professional, although volunteering, had obviously received significant training to enable them to do that.
You learn a lot around communication skills, presentation skills, managing situations, also challenging situations, dealing with difficult disclosures, how to manage that. You learn a lot around child protection issues. You get a lot more of an understanding of how a school system works and how to develop relationships with young people.
You don't have to be all singing or dancing. You will always have a teacher in the classroom with you who knows the children really well. But children will respond. Children will always respond if you treat them in a way that says, I value you and I believe in what I'm doing and I think it's really important for you.
He's very sad and he's also really angry.
Why do you think he's angry?
Because if he sees all the other children with full stomachs and happy, then he would just be like, why was I the one that was neglected?
Yeah, well done.
The fact that I empower children every single day of their lives, that is the thing that keeps me motivated and giving such a good message across.
Just feel really enthused for the rest of the day because I actually feel like I've done something completely worthwhile.
You can make a difference, you really can. And this is important for the children. We've got to stop abuse. This is a way of doing it.
Yeah, we're dealing with children here. Anything that you can do that can help kids is worth the time. A little bit of time spent now could make a big improvement to their life.